just haven't seen it.
Working on this fiberglass.
Huh?
It's getting there. This is a lot smoother right here. We gotta add a little bit right here. These holes, low spots. But here it's getting a lot better. I mean, we still gotta straighten it out with body filler, but you know, we're just getting the general shape of the body close. So, yeah. Go ahead. Right now, we're getting ready to put the lower section of the car on, the lower nose or whatever. We just cut this part of the fender. Oh yeah, thank you. It's right there. So we just cut that off because that other piece is gonna basically take its place. So we cut it. We left a little flange right here. That way we can screw a bolt into the fiberglass, or even just vice grip as you know, as the fiberglass cures and sticks. So yeah, so we got that. We're gonna work on the other side. But yeah, so at the end of tonight, we should have it on. It's not gonna be finished, obviously. We've been working on this, but it's getting there. Check that out. We gotta put some more there. That's starting to get smooth. We gotta put a little filler there. Starting to take shape. Sorry, I know I'm kind of close. Yeah, same thing here. I mean, you know, it's just working it. A little low right there. You can see. Gotta put some more fiberglass there. But we also got the Dynacorn, the new Dynacorn panel. See, there's that lower part, by the way. That's gonna go on a little bit. We're gonna end up covering those holes. I have ADD. We're not gonna put these little lights there. We are gonna keep those lights. There's two lights that go right there. The main lights, and then also there's some small lights that are blue that go right here. So we're gonna keep those. But we're gonna go ahead and eliminate those other small holes right there. Not just because it's kind of overkill. Anyway, oh, it's up in the, well, it's in the car right now, but we got a new metal panel because this fiberglass, I know I've said it a million times, it's junk. We're just gonna take it off, and that metal piece is just gonna be so much nicer. You guys will see once we put that on. But yeah, that is where that's gonna be, and that's it. Yep. And so we just put this on, just kind of fitting it before we. So what were you saying, Joe?
Well, I'm saying this side fits better than that side. See? Because we could do that. I don't want to do that.
You don't want to do it?
No.
How?
Will that one just go flush over there? See if you can get it flush.
Okay.
Because I think it'll push it in.
Okay, so we started to mold this in, the lower nose. So this is gonna be, we're gonna try to make it pretty flush. We have to kind of match this because it has like that flare is a little thicker there, and it was intended obviously to be with with the Eleanor style flares, but we decided not to use them because the ones that we got were terrible. But it's funny because this lower piece is actually probably the best piece out of all the fiberglass pieces that we got, the whole set. It's actually pretty straight. But anyway, yeah, so we started to mold that in. So that's what we did right there. We just did this, the passenger side. And we're gonna have to wait on that because that was sticking out a little bit more, so we had to put a bracket to hold it with some screws. But yeah, so that's already there. Once it dries next week we'll sand it all down. And the car does have to come up still. We gotta get the spanner wrenches and lift up the suspension, but that's what it looks like right now. I mean, it actually fits pretty good. We gotta raise, I guess we do have to raise, as we were saying, raise the lower section up just a little bit. There's a crack. It's not that big a deal, but there's just a little bit of a gap. So we'll close all that up later on. That's about it. Oh yeah, we started the engine today for my mom. She heard it for the first time today. She actually really liked it. And then my aunt and uncle from Mexico got to hear it too. My uncle was pretty excited about it. But yeah. Oh, and that panel that I was talking about. Panel's right here. So we're gonna eliminate. We are gonna eliminate the gas cap. Obviously, it's gonna be like that back fiberglass one. But obviously, this is much better. Metal's always better. And I think we are gonna eliminate the keyhole as well. And we'll just use the button to pop it up. But yeah, so here's that back panel. We're waiting on the buckets, the light buckets to come in. Should be coming in a few weeks. But yeah, so that's it. That's the end of today, right, Joe?
Yep.
Say goodbye, Moose. Say goodbye.
Say something.
Say something.
Say something.
You're on camera.
Say something. Is that what you're gonna say? That's it. That's all you're gonna say.
Joe's having technical difficulties with the dog. Sorry guys, I haven't posted anything lately because I've been working on my Volkswagen Golf R. We just put a new clutch in it. I did make a video. I don't know if I'm going to post them. I didn't end up making a very good descriptive video. It was pretty short, but anyway, so we've been doing a lot to the Volkswagen. Basically a month's worth of working on the Volkswagen and just been doing very little on this. But anyway, this last week, I started working on this. This front part is really starting to come together after tons of work. I mean, here it got so thin because we had to shave it down in order for it to fit here. It was so thin, we had to end up going back here and building that up with fiberglass. You can see we built that up there because we didn't want to use those other fenders because we don't want to bring it all the way to the back. There's gonna be a lot of work. But anyway, yeah. So now we just sanded this with a 220. We found some other little air pockets, so I'm gonna have to sand this with 80 and then 220. But for the most part, everything is pretty much this. We're gonna be getting ready to primer this section just to that kind of helps us see in one color how everything is. It gives us a better visual of where all the low spots or whatever else that we need to do. I mean, ultimately, it's pretty close, you know, but that coat of primer helps us a little bit more. So yeah, so I've just been sanding like crazy, all this with 220. See right here, I was sanding and found another air pocket. I mean, there's just air pockets in all this. It's so crazy. And I've said this before, and I'll probably just say this over and over. But from Mustang Depot, you know, this kit was really terrible, and I do appreciate that Jay at least sent us a steel hood, you know, because we had to replace that hood. I put that in another video, but ultimately it's just so crazy, you know, and it is in their description whenever you buy it, but you don't realize how much work has to go into this. And I have seen from Mustangs to Fear some of their videos that they post with their kits. They look like a lot nicer, a lot like they fit a lot better. So if I were to ever build another one, I would at least try them. But anyway, yeah. So just getting everything ready to get this in primer. Let's see. Oh, there's a little. But anyway, yeah. So that's what we've been doing. We're getting ready to do the rocker panels as well. We got these doors. They've been hitting the fenders right there. But now we actually took it down. Right there's a welded piece. That's all going to be one piece, and you're not going to see the seam there. That's going to be a nice rocker panel, and that's going to be all basically just look like a molded piece. Right now, that line you can see isn't quite right, but we're getting it there. It'll get there. The other side is a lot better. It can't quite get on that side. I don't know if it can, well, we'll see. But anyway, yeah, so we're gonna, this Wednesday probably start working on those rocker panels. We're gonna make them out of steel, see how those turn out. We still have to, we're getting ready to take this back panel off to put that steel one on as well. And then, so yeah, I ordered some more spot weld cutters. So those are coming in. Let's see if I can see this line. It's kind of hard, but yeah, see this line is a lot better, you know, and it's, you know, we still have to work on everything, but it's a lot of it is getting a lot closer to where we want it. This gap is not bad. Over there we're gonna have to probably weld some rod because the gap is a little too big on the top part. Oops. But yeah, so I mean, it's coming together. Hopefully in a couple months we'll have this whole thing in primer and maybe even painted. We'll see. Just depends on how fast we can crank it out. So anything else, Joe? That's about it, right? What about you, Moose? Moose?
Say something. Say something.
All right. So yeah, so that's it for today. We just put a little bit of what is it? Direct to metal primer. So if you notice, there's none on the fiberglass parts, obviously, because it's not metal. But it's cool to see it, you know, without the Bondo and, you know, just on the spots and whatnot. So then after we'll spray all this with a high build primer, and then sand all that down. Hey guys, so what we've been doing lately, haven't been taking any footage just because we've been so stuck on the fiberglass, which I'll get to in a little bit. We've just been working on this rear end. We ended up taking the old panel out. Did I end up taking? I didn't record that, did I? Let me look at this. Okay, so there's the old panel. So I took about 3 hours taking this out, taking all the spot welds out with the spot weld cutter, you know, the Blair set. Took that out. We took the panel, which is over there. Can't really, it's faced the other way. But that was that fiberglass that we got from Mustang Depot, which was just so bad. So we ended up getting this, which is it's a Dynacorn, which is amazing. The Dynacorn weld through primer taillight panel, and it's pretty cool. I thought we were gonna need buckets for the lights, but we actually got these buckets from Mustangs to Fear. Buckets. We just got these LEDs. Sorry, and they just mount right to this panel, so it's actually really nice. So yeah, we just been kind of stuck with this. So here we're gonna get that's a body filler, you know, that was welded right there. So I'm just trying to make it pretty, but that's rough right now. As everything, of course, is gonna get nice. We were just test fitting the bumper, and it is gonna be chrome. You guys will see in the end how it looks, which I think is gonna actually be really nice. But we're gonna move the bumper on this side 3/4 of an inch, or 3/8 or 3/4.
3/8 and.
Oh, 3/8 on that side. So we're gonna cut the brackets and weld them 3/8, you know, closer. This is gonna be an inch closer that way, or half an inch. Sorry. The inch part that I'm talking about is here. So this gap is obviously way too big. We have to make this. We're gonna put a bunch of fiberglass and just, you know, create a little bit of a gap. Same here. It's less here, but yeah. So we're just gonna have to do a bunch of more fiberglass stuff. See right there, I put 3/4. So anyway, there's just some stuff. It's pretty close right there if you look actually. But you'll see that once we move that in, it's gonna work well. We want all the lines to kind of work pretty well. You know, not necessarily perfect, but pretty close in some cases. This is what we've been working on, which has been taking up so much time. We had to build this edge because it's just not long enough, and that's, yeah, anyway, it's just a mess. So it's been just kind of trial and error. We tried doing it one way, and there was air pockets, and you can't have air pockets. So now we did this. We use these to press it down, you know, and that way it doesn't have those air pockets. But yeah, so hopefully this is it. We did three layers of fiberglass cloth, and of course resin, and so yeah, so we're gonna sand that all down. We're gonna obviously check to see that it's long enough, and then because we want it to match over here. We want it to match, and I'll have to show it at a later time, but we want it to match with that line right there. So we want it to be we don't want to, because right now there's a little bit of a gap. It's just too much. So we just want it to be right along that line. That way it looks nice. So anyway, yeah, I'm really happy with this tail light panel. A lot straighter. We're gonna get rid of that. We'll figure out what to do. We were talking about doing. I was thinking about putting a square, but I think Joe's idea might be better. He said he's talking about pie cutting it, pushing it back, and then welding it. Anyway, that's gonna be all smoothed out. Eliminate the keyhole. It's gonna be open with a button. And we got the new rear valance, reverse lights, and that's about it. Just a bunch of fiberglass, which is super time consuming. Because you know it takes forever to cure, so you can't sand on it right away. You can build it up, you know, after 20 minutes, especially in this weather. It's getting warmer, but that's about it. But yeah, I think that's it, right, Joe? So yeah, so that's what we've done so far. Got it. Yep. It's pretty awesome.
Just haven't seen it.